Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. The numbers are in for Edmonton for the month of June, and I got some very good news for you. At the end, I'm also going to compare the first 2 quarters of last year to the first 2 quarters of this year, and let's have a look what's going on in your marketplace. You can see in January, we started with about 800 sales. Of course, went up in February, as it always does, to 1,057. Remember March, COVID, right? Middle of March, we had 1166. Obviously, it dropped. This is when nobody really knew what was going on. People weren't going out and looking at properties. We went down to 750. Then, of course, we got used to COVID a little bit, right? And we went up to 1157 in May, but look what happened in June. 2,051 sales. That's up by 77.3% over the month of May. Great news. What about inventory, right? We look at inventory. We had 7,755 active listings at the end of May. At the end of June, we had 7,952. So let's look at this. If our sales are up by 77%, our active listings are only up by 2.5%. What happens to months of inventory? It's dropped substantially. So again, 4 to 6, balanced market. Above 6, buyer's market. Below 4 is a seller's market. You're now at 3.9 months of inventory. You moved into seller market territory. This is the lowest months of inventory that Edmonton has had in over 3.5 years. Look what it was the month before, 6.7. Buyer's market, 9.6, buyer's market, 6.2, 6.5, 7.8. These are all falling into the buyer's market territory. What happened to prices? Well, they should have went up. 354, right? We move into a better market. They went up to 360, up by 1.8%. Now, understand that even though I say that we got 3.9 months of inventory, which makes it a very strong market or stronger than it was, there's different property types. They're going to have different months of inventory. In other words, condos. If you study condos, they're going to have more than 3.9 months of inventory. If you study mid to lower price detached, they're going to have less than 3.9 months of inventory, which means you're faced with multiple offers on affordable detached homes right now. What about June of last year to June of this year? We did just over 1,800. Look at this, went to 2,051, which is up by 13.3%. So June over June, very, very good. Prices year over year. Now we had pretty weak months for a while, so if I look at year over year, it's 366 down to 360, even though prices went up month over month. Y'all with me? Okay, so let's look at months of inventory. Here's your last 3 years. You can see all these dotted lines here. Look what we are. Look what we started the year. We started the year at 8 months of inventory, came down. Of course, April spiked, right? But look at this. This is absolutely amazing what we have going on right now. And keep in mind, there's 3 things to consider in your marketplace at all times. Number 1, number of sales. In other words, is the pie getting larger or is the pie getting smaller? The second thing you want to study in real estate is prices. What's going on with prices? Are prices stable? Are they going up? Are they going down? And the third thing you want to study is you want to study months of inventory, because you know that if your months of inventory are dropping below 4, your prices naturally are going to start to rise. So you can do some little projections in terms of what might be happening in your market. So let's look at this. This is your first quarter of last year and the first quarter of this year, second quarter, okay, and this is the combined right here. So if we look at, say we did 3,008 sales last year. We did 3,022 in the first quarter of this year. Almost exactly the same, right? So starting out, market was going to look the same. Then what happened? COVID, right? Second quarter, 54.76 last year, 39.58. Our sales were down by 28% in the second quarter. And if we look at this overall, what it means, we did 84 last half in 2019. And of course, I should say in the first half of 2019, in the first half of this year, it was down by 17.73%. So what's happening? Well, here's what's happening. Our sales are down in the first half of the year by almost 20%, okay? Calgary, I just did Calgary's numbers. They were down by 20%. So your pie has definitely gotten a little bit smaller. There's not as many sales taking place. However, what's happening is because not as many listings are coming out, is putting pressure on the market. There's a lot of buyers compared to sellers, which means, depending on property type, you're dealing with escalating prices right now in some areas, and you're going to be seeing multiple offers. Now, what's my prediction for the summer? I think July and I think August, nobody knows for sure, my prediction, you're going to see them busier than normal. I would say right now, your July and August are going to be very, very strong. What's going to happen in the fall? Not sure yet. I think inventory will start to rise a little bit in the fall, but I don't think it's going to rise a lot over the summer. So I would suggest to all of the great real estate sales professionals that are watching this video, this summer, make some hay while the sun is shining. Because I think July sales are going to be more than last year. I think August sales will be more than last year. There's going to be great opportunities to start making up this number right here. And I would say by the end of August, we might have caught up year over year to what we did in 2019. I hope this is helpful. And remember, everybody, it's a beautiful life. Make it count.